Your new yo-yo arrived. You put a string on it, but how do I use this thing? Well, search no more. In this video I'll be attempting different yo-yo tricks from a pro section of the Addicts app, but after each trick the yo-yo will get smaller. Let's get started. The first trick I'm going to attempt is a record iron whip, which involves whipping the string into the yo-yo as many times as you can. Let's try and beat 15. But first, a couple of rules. The string has to be straight, so no twists, and at the end of the trick the yo-yo has to return to my hand. Here we go. Oh, this is way harder than I expected. Yes! Finally! Okay, this took me way too long. Let's send in the video and see if it counts. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's check out the next trick. The next trick is from the grind section, but first, let's shrink the yo-yo. There are 5 tricks in this section: a finger grind, palm grind, arm grind, a horizontal finger grind, and the DNA. And of course, I chose to do the DNA. But to make it a bit of a challenge, I'm not attempting to do the DNA with 1 yo-yo, but with 2. But now you're thinking, Stijn, how will this work exactly? Let me show you. Imagine that this is your hand. 1 yo-yo will go in your thumb, and the other will go in your pinky. Then you just wrap the strings around, pull up, and then you're done. Easy, isn't it? No, it definitely is not. I've been here for 2 hours, so I'll see you tomorrow.
24 hours later.
It's a new day, so it's time for a couple more tries. But after a couple of tries, this happened. Okay, I give up. The next trick is chosen. No, come back here. It isn't what you think. A lot of people have done the double DNA, but no one has done it on top of another DNA. Let's give it a go. Whilst I was doing the double DNA, my record iron whip got approved. Hooray! So let's see what the next trick is. This is a hook. A trick where the string goes around the yo-yo. And it's way too easy. But hooks increase in difficulty. There's the 1.0 hook, the 1.5 hook, the 2.0 hook, and so on. So instead of a 1.0 hook, I'll be attempting a 3.5 hook, which involves whipping the string around the yo-yo not 1 time, but 3.5 times. Wait, that much? And this time, it's from my POV. This looks really stupid, doesn't it? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.5. The next trick is going to be even harder, but first, let's take a look at the Addicts app. When you open the app, you're greeted with this screen. Just click Let's Start, fill out your email, and then you can start. After you've done that, you can choose which style you want to play. If you want to yo-yo, play spin top, or do foot bag. I chose yo-yo, of course. You're then taken through a tutorial with the introduction of yo-yoing, and after you've watched that video, you can start learning the real tricks. Let's choose a trick to learn. I chose how to wind up your yo-yo. And after you've watched the tutorial, you can practice the trick and record your own attempt. After you've recorded your attempt, you can upload it to the feed. And in this feed you can judge tricks from people. So you watch the trick, he does it perfectly. So I give it a thumbs up. And after 5 people judge your tricks correctly, who said that the trick was good, you can move on to the next couple tricks. But that's enough about the app. Let's see what the next trick is. Do you see anything weird about this yo-yo? Maybe these huge caps? Oh, and I just noticed it, but it looks like a spin top and a yo-yo had a baby. They might look weird at first, but they actually have a purpose. Do you know what the purpose of those spikes is? I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about it. Have you guessed it? With these spikes, the yo-yo can actually spin on the ground. Don't believe me? Let me show you. Okay, check it out. That's really cool. Okay, let's take a look at the trick. This trick is comparable to the last trick, but instead of only the string, the whole yo-yo goes around. Let's try to beat 7 this time. Editing me here, I said let's try to beat 7 this time a lot of times, but eventually this happened. And 7.
Hooray!
Just to one up this one, before we do a trick with the world's smallest yo-yo, let me show you this yo-yo. It is much larger than this one, but it's a lot smaller. And that makes it that it's really hard to actually hit the string. But what if I told you that this yo-yo is made to actually touch the string, like all the others I showed you? This style of yo-yoing is made to do with not 1, but 2 yo-yos. 1 in each hand. Look, instead of the yo-yos hitting the strings, the yo-yos never hit a string. Oh, and can we just appreciate how sick this style of yo-yoing is? The yo-yo has stringed 1 last time. Wait, where is it? Can someone get a magnifying glass in here? Ah, there it is. Thank you. This is the world's smallest yo-yo, and you can hide it behind the coin. And the last yo-yo was twice as big as this one. Let's check out the next trick. There's only one problem. I have no clue how this trick works. So after a careful bit of tutorial watching and trying out, this happened. Okay, I think I'm ready to switch back to the small yo-yo. It isn't pretty, but I'm counting it. Thank you for watching. If you like this whole yo-yo thing, you can pick one up from the second link in the description. And if you use discount code yoyocast10, you get a 10% discount. And don't forget to download the Addicts app for all those sweet yo-yo tricks.